There's a kindness and generosity in the group of people here that has infected me. Kindness and generosity as a means of efficiency instead of the other thing, and that actually gets the sort of best work. This spirit of goodness is, in fact, actually also the most efficient way to do it, in addition to being the most bearable.
Hi, I'm Elijah Alexander, and this is the show where we get to know your favorite cast members one secret at a time. Don't worry, your secret's safe with us.
Excellent.
This isn't interrogation, it's conversation. Welcome to The Spy Who Fed Me. Join me in welcoming our next guest. Why don't you tell us who you are and what you do on The Chosen?
I am Brandon Potter, and I play the highly regarded, very good person, Quintus, in The Chosen.
That's how he's always referred to, at least when I'm speaking about him.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at what you have before you. Explain to me what each of these items mean to you and for you.
First, we got to start with the Topo Chico, which is sparkling mineral water, and by far my favorite beverage. It's got the perfect minerally taste. It's got so many bubbles. The bubbles last forever in this thing. It has a classic glass bottle, so you don't feel like you're gonna choke a sea turtle, you know, when you get done drinking it.
And are the bubbles good for you or bad?
Very good for you.
Oh,
very
okay.
good for you. Yeah.
Salute.
Salute. Next up is just your classic tot, your classic tater tot. The perfect food. They're crunchy, they're hot, they have all of your vitamins and minerals.
Do they?
Yeah, no. Like vegetable oil, everything a grown boy needs.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the key to a good tot isn't just how they're prepared, how they're fried. The key to a good tot is the right condiment. And the right condiment for a tot is good old yellow mustard. Yeah, get in there.
I'm gonna join you.
Yeah.
Yellow mustard.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just nice.
Okay.
There's a whole ketchup school of thought here, but ketchup is, I don't want to make anyone mad, wrong. It's basically turns a tater tot into a piece of candy, and it's not a piece of candy. It's a delicious fried potato. And it doesn't need to be covered in high fructose corn syrup. It needs mustardy, vinegary goodness to really bring out the tartness, to well-round that flavor. You want those mustard notes on the rear of the palate. You want a tangy nose for the finish.
You want a tangy nose for the finish.
Yeah.
You are a connoisseur of the tater tots.
I'm something of a connoisseur. Well, next up, we got the chocolate chip cookie. And my personal favorite chocolate chip cookie, Tate's gluten-free chocolate chip cookies. Now you might say, Brandon, are you gluten-free? No, I love gluten. But the gluten-free chocolate chip cookie has a much better crunch.
How about the banana pudding? That is banana pudding, yes?
But banana pudding is close to my heart. That's the dessert that my sort of other mother, my mother's best friend, Kim, she would always make banana pudding for me for every special occasion. So banana pudding to me tastes like home.
Well, be at home, be our guest.
Okay.
I'm gonna try, after that story, I'm gonna try a little bit myself.
This is good banana pudding too, because the wafers are still crunchy. Sometimes you get a soft wafer, it doesn't ruin it, but.
I understand you're a crunch guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains a lot. All right, let's get down to business. Tell us about, if you will, this outfit choice. I mean, it's very flattering.
Yeah.
But I'm not used to seeing you with hair. I mean, was this an audition for Tootsie?
It was Mrs. Doubtfire 2. She's back and she's angry.
And she's bearded.
And she's bearded.
This was a commercial?
It was a commercial for a place called Taco John's. That was one of the first commercial gigs that I got. Yeah, a little silly because, my day job was theater, so I was doing this sort of serious, you're doing classical theater. Yeah, but I really wanted to get on camera and commercial stuff, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be great to be a real actor on camera, And then I got on camera and I was wearing Mrs. Doubtfire Part 2, and I was like, I think I was doing real acting before. I'm not sure what this is, but I had a blast doing it.
You can do Shakespeare in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
And then play Mrs. Doubtfire at night, throw on a wig, and sell tacos. So my informants tell me that you have been voice acting anime.
Oh, yeah.
Since 2006, 2005?
About then, yeah. I have the best job in anime because I never change my voice. Everyone else has to do all these wacky character voices, and I'm just me. One of the characters I do is a guy called Red-Haired Shanks in a show called One Piece, which is really fun. Like so many people in that show, you know, the person who plays Luffy has to like do all this sort of vocal acrobatics, and she's really earning her money. She is incredibly talented, Colleen Clinkenbeard. And I don't have to do anything. Red-Haired Shanks sounds just like this. I'll leave this hat with you. That's it.
And you're having fun doing it. I mean, it's acting like anything else, right? How'd you get into that?
I was about to get a job at a video store right when I graduated college. I had an undergraduate degree in theater. I needed a job, right? I was staying in a flop house in Austin. I needed money. And my friend, Brina Palencia, said, well, you should come up to Fort Worth and audition for Funimation. They do Dragon Ball Z. They're just doing cattle call auditions. They need villagers to die from the vampire attack or whatever, you know? Help us, the vampires are here, blah, right? Background people. And I was like, all right, I think I can die. I think I can do that, you know? Like, hey, stop right there, blah, you know, like that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I went up to this cattle call audition to be a background person, and someone, one of the directors, Tyler, picked me out and got me started as a leading role in a smaller show. But from there I ended up like directing the ADR performances and writing the English dubs of stuff. So it was sort of accidental, sort of on purpose. I don't know.
So let's talk The Chosen. Let's talk character. Let's talk Quintus.
Lay it on me.
For a second.
Yeah.
Quintus is one of the most complex characters on the show, bar none. One of the characters people love to hate. Is there anything about the character of Quintus that you feel is misunderstood?
We've talked like no one wakes up every day and thinks like they're going to be evil. They typically have something they're working towards that in their mind is good. And Quintus is no different. He doesn't wake up and think like, I'm going to harass some people today. I'm going to make some people's lives really difficult. No, he doesn't like wake up and think about that. He thinks about bringing order to people's lives via the Roman Empire, which is a good thing, right? That's like safety and commerce and prosperity in his mind. So I think that's one of the misunderstood things. The other thing that I'm like proud of on Quintus's behalf, I don't know if you can do that as an actor, but Quintus worked to get to where he is. He's a diligent guy. He's not some Nepo baby ne'er-do-well, and he didn't inherit stuff. He earned his post. And I think that that's virtuous. I mean, to work very hard for a goal. I know that no one wants to apply a word like virtuous to Quintus, but he's not lazy.
Working on The Chosen, what has it taught you about yourself as an actor?
There's a kindness and generosity in the group of people here that has infected me. Kindness and generosity as a means of efficiency instead of the other thing as a means of efficiency, which is sometimes mean-spirited or ambivalent as a way to like get the thing done and get it done the best. And that's not what happens here. What happens here is goodness and generosity, and that actually gets the sort of best work. So seeing that this spirit of goodness is in fact actually also the most efficient way to do it, in addition to being the most bearable. So that's something that has been wonderful to be exposed to and be a part of.
That's beautifully said. Beautifully said, yeah.
This banana pudding is beautiful.
Yeah, good. All right, well, it's that time. What time is it?
What time is it?
Thank you. It's the time to play Two Truths and a Lie.
Okay.
That's about one of your co-stars, Mr. Abe Bueno-Jalad, AKA Big James.
Okay,
You heard
Big
of
James.
him?
Yeah, I think I've heard of Big James.
Here we go. You point out the lie.
Okay.
Abe is really good at handstands, is fluent in 5 languages, and participated as a clown in the Fort Worth Rodeo. Which is the lie?
Oh man. I'm gonna say that the handstand is the lie.
Why would you say that?
Because it would be just like Abe to be fluent in 5 languages. I know he was a rodeo clown.
You do?
Yeah.
How do
He
you know
has
that?
to have been. Because
He wasn't a clown.
he wasn't a clown?
He's
Both of my guesses were wrong?
He's really great at handstands.
What?
Yeah, he's made it a
I don't know
part
what's
of his
real anymore.
job. Yeah, he was never a clown in the Fort Worth Rodeo. That's the lie. All right, Brandon. That's all I have for you. You're free to go.
Wait a minute.
Can we get him a to-go box? At least for the pudding. And how about the mustard? You want a little baggie for the mustard?
I've got my own at home.
He loves mustard. You have a baggie of mustard at home?
Yeah. By the way, I have never defiled banana pudding like this until today.
It is it's quite obscene.
Yeah,
I didn't want to say anything.
This
but,
is really,
yeah.
I feel a little bit heartbroken that I had to do this.
You know what? Take the bowl. Just take the bowl. Yeah, take the bowl.
Are you sure I could leave it here?
No, take the bowl. Take it with you. Take it with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, It's been a real pleasure having you here. Come back and see us anytime. You're free to go.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us.
Let me just
take the,
do a little
yeah,
bit
sure,
of
take that.
I'll leave the tots for
Take that. You got another hand? Okay. And get your gift bag on the way out. It's
Okay.
got some Roman swag in it. A mini bust of Atticus. Take
good.
it
It's
home.
just what I've
and
always
some
wanted.
pictures of my headshot. Oh, and do us a favor. Don't accidentally kill someone on your way out.
Too soon.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Well, that's a wrap on another episode of The Spy Who Fed Me. Until next meal, stay hungry, my friends. Ciao.